Chris Heames in the numbers 2 and 3. They're going to be taking off. Now you're going to see this display in two parts. The first part is going to be the 3-ship. The second half it is quite astounding. You can see the dotty smoke trail. So ladies and gentlemen, beginning their display, the global stars. Mark Jefferies in the lead, known to everyone as Mr. Yak. For many years, the sole importer of Yak aircraft into this country. Very experienced airshow pilot, and of course competition aerobatic pilot, forming the team to take advantage of the performance of the new Extra 300 series of aircraft. Flying to his left is Chris Burkitt. Chris, you may remember, did a remarkable display in Extra 300 where he flew alongside a scale radio control model. So the radio control model was doing an aerobatic routine close to the audience, and he was doing the same routine further away. They called it the Little and Large Show. And it was just a stunning performance, it really was. Took a great deal of timing. Chris Heames on the other side, former Royal Air Force pilot. Post his RAF career, became very well known for flying vintage jet aircraft like the Hawker Hunter in displays all around the country. The global stars. Now, the secret of this aircraft is the fact you've got over 300 horsepower in the nose. But as I said, it's all carbon fibre and glass fibre. It doesn't weigh anything. But it's as strong as a horse. You can actually stress this aircraft to plus and minus 23 G. Now, if you consider the most G a human being has stood is 16 G. Now, that's in a specialist medical centrifuge. It's very comforting for the pilots to know that you're going to break yourself a long time before you break the aeroplane. When you go and buy these, I went across to Dinslarken with Brian to go and pick ours up. Walter Extra, the guy behind, jumps up and down on it. And he says, "See, your camo breaks this." I thought he was joking at the time, but he really wasn't. Aside from its incredible power to weight ratio, which is why it can do these effortless vertical maneuvers, the control system is simply the best harmonized I have ever come across in my life. You don't actually get in this aeroplane, you put it on. Right, with just the ailerons is around about 360 degrees. If you flick roll this, the roll rate goes up to 540 degrees a second. Chris and Chris braking off, Mark pulling up to the vertical, into a flat spin on the way down. The reason the smoke is dotty, by the way, it's actually controlled by Wi-Fi between the three aircraft today. Opposition cross by Chris and Chris, as he's pushing over into a Lomsay and letting it decay and dropping out of the bottom of that. as you can see, as I said, the power to weight ratio, he just hangs it up on the prop and kicks it over the top in a stall turn. Outside knife edge flick. Ouch, that hurts. Well, it doesn't actually. The weird thing is, there's not a lot of G in that manoeuvre because you're sitting in the middle of it and the aircraft's going round you. So essentially what you do to do that is you unload the aeroplane to 0 G, you kick on full rudder to turn the aircraft sideways, and then you push the stick all the way forward and it goes end over end going sideways. A knife edge flick it's called. A mirror pair running in. Mark pulling across to pirouette around their combined smoke trail. That was neatly done. Weird thing is, in aerobatics, it's very joy to fly, is the cockpit canopy. Cockpit canopy on the two-seat version of this aircraft is about £30,000 because it's optically perfect, one piece of moulded polycarbonate. But it means you can see in all the view from this aircraft is just unparalleled. Now you'll notice that Mark has turned his smoke off at this point. Now the reason for that is the smoke oil tank on this aircraft isn't that big. And he's not doing one display today, he's doing two. So he's starting off in the formation display, as I said here. He's then going to go in. Oh, it's beautiful, the way the sun is casting the shadows of the aircraft on the smoke trail they're leaving behind. Fascinating harness system in this aircraft. For a kick-off, the seats are leather-lined. This is a Malta Extra product, remember, so it's luxury. So leather-lined seats, and they're reclined at 33 degrees, so you're kind of lying back. As a reason for that, it actually increases your G tolerance because under negative or positive, it's not trying to go straight up your body or straight down your body. A lot of modern fighter aircraft like the F-16, the F-18, aircraft like that, Eurofighter Typhoon, they all have reclined seats to increase the pilot's G tolerance. So it's very, very comfy, but you've got a 5-way harness. So there's one coming up between your legs, one around your waist and one down over each shoulder. The trouble is, the one smoke on for the Global Star's heart. Mark wanted me to tell you that this is with love to everybody who's come here to support this event today. Thank you so much. Yep, flick rolls all the way across the top, down onto the diving 45.
But it's certainly got the industrial language.
So with the other two aircraft disappearing left and right.
Jefferies up in the air, cutting the clouds like he don't care. Extra 3 running C-spins and dives, living fast where the wild wind drives. Loops and rolls tight as a scream, sky splits open like a fever dream. The champion's heart beats.
is quite something. I mean, those hard yugs as he goes from the 45 to the vertical in practically the length of the aircraft. Defended his European Freestyle Championship win. You can see you waving and clapping, so he's giving you a wave back. And I say thank you, he's doing his own solo version of the heart. Safely back on the ground, Mark Jefferies. So many thanks to him, Chris Eames, Chris Burkett, the Global Stars, and Mark's solo display. And the last. Now by that, I mean, a Piper J3 Cub was the first American aircraft to be shot down during the Second World War. And a Piper L4 Grasshopper. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. A very well-deserved round of applause for Mark Jefferies there. He's got his helmet off now, so he can actually hear it.
Another stunning show.
Beautifully done. Well done, Mark.